Let's discuss. Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another video, and today I'm going to be checking out a new track from the band Vianova called Shiver. I've covered a lot of this band on stream, but haven't been able to get a full video up on the channel yet, so I'm very happy to be doing so. At this point, I have listened through their discography, and they have some killer tracks, so I am really excited to see something new from them. Big shout out to the label East Haven for getting this over to me in plenty of time to sort a video out. It is much appreciated. I will link all the band's social media as well as the video I'll be using in the reaction portion of this in the description. Other than that, I'm going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it.
All you need to say.
Oh, these riffs are... I have no words. And the vocals. Whoa. I like these visuals a lot. Mean as hell. I was gun. Oh, those kicks. Okay, final act. Yeah. Vianova, Shiver. Let's discuss. This is definitely not a standard track. I feel like Vianova is putting out stuff that is very interesting. I would give them the interesting label and not in a bad way either. I think there are certain times when I call something interesting and it's like, interesting, and I don't get it, but I feel like this band is doing it in a way where it actually is extremely interesting, but also brings in all of these things that I really enjoy to make it not just like a, oh wow, this is like outside of my comfort zone and I need more time to process it, but just not a blend of things I think that I would typically expect together. Like when you look at this from the perspective of, you know, stuff that I am listening to, a lot of riffs like this are right up my alley lately, and this feels production wise very much like it's very well done, because those riffs feel almost like someone highlighted them and put them in bold or something. They're very prominent, sliding over the top of everything else, but not in a way where it takes away from the rest of what's going on in the song. Vocals were another huge win for me. I love the vocalist in this band that does the screams. I'm not super familiar with the dynamic of the band, like I don't know if they have multiple vocalists or anything like that, but a lot of those high screams, those are exactly it for me. Drumming had a lot of really standout moments. Aside from just the kicks that I called out, it felt like it matched the energy really well of some of the things that I'm talking about. But beyond that, you have stuff like the sitar in this. The bridge on the song is just a very maximized version of the details in this track that I found, like, that I'm pretty much talking about in the beginning of this outro, that I found to bring that interesting style to it, and I hadn't really been expecting, which I am hearing more of. Dead Vectors recently had a track that had not at all, I don't think the track sounds similar, but it also had what I believe is sitar in it, that it had me looking into metal that includes sitar, and found some cool videos on it. But so to hear it in this context as well, it's something that I'm looking for in my playlist. Without really knowing it, I guess, and then you hear it in a song like this, and it's like, oh, yes, like I was literally just looking into this and stuff. So for me, the timing on that could not be better. The Dead Vectors album came out around a month ago or something, so this was all very recent that I started diving into that sort of sound incorporated in something like this to some degree. Deathcore is more along the lines of how I feel Dead Vectors incorporated it, and then with Vianova we're more on a metalcore type of line. But there's just a really neat atmosphere here. The visuals are, you know, not any point where it cuts to the band performing or something, and I feel the bulk of the videos that we're watching, even if there is a story being told through the video or there's something like this going on in the video, there's shots of the band, but this solely focus on the visuals that they went with here. And the part in the bridge where you have all the stars and the galaxy looking stuff, that was super cool to me. So and then you have like the transformation visually in some of those acts, that it's all broken up into acts, and I wasn't sure where I said I was going to wait till the end. I think it was around act 4, act 5, and I thought it might be outroing, doing like a slow outro, but it picked back up before ending. And I didn't feel like I necessarily needed it to do that, though I was glad it was. I felt fulfilled at that point with the song, so it took it a step further than it felt like it really needed to. It's a win for me. I don't really have anything of this style that I would want different. I think some of the towards the end of the song, you have that really nice singing, and if that had the same approach, like was as clear production-wise as, say, the riffs that I were mentioning and stuff, then it would be more that would have been what I would have preferred, but it doesn't hold me back from enjoying this song any amount. It won't prevent me from playing this a bunch. And then it progresses past the point of singing, and it's more of like that gritty, singy, screamy sort of vocal. And so I forgot within like a few seconds that was even a note in my head, you know. So it was not a big deal. If I had to come up with something, I suppose it would be that, but this will go onto the playlist with me. I'm very happy with this, and one of my mods on stream, Lexi, loves this band. It's really the reason that we've done so much of them on stream. So shout out to her for pushing this. As soon as I saw the email come through from East Haven, I was like, I need to get on this because I love what I've heard from the band. So I'm going to stay on board, seeing what they're doing in the future. We'll continue to cover them. Let me know what you thought in the comments. This does have the potential to be one of my favorites from them. They put out an EP that is just killer track after killer track, and I have a very hard time picking favorites off of that, but this feels like a great contender for it. So all their social media, the music video for this song can all be found in the description of this video. You can also find my link tree there, which will have the Patreon, my Twitch channel, Discord server invite link. As you see, the background has changed. I'm getting caught up on some filming, and then we're going to be getting back into streaming next week. I'm going to be doing Twitch, YouTube request streams. I'm going to be updating the Patreon tiers to offer more than what's already on there, that sort of stuff. So if you're interested in any of that, it will all be in my link tree in the description. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.